everybody, this is episode 2 of Map Making with Dan, and in this episode we're going to be starting the first mission of the map, which is going to be hunting and talking to this guy. So since last episode I've added 2 more enemies. One is Archimal, which will only be really in the map once. It's not like an enemy you'll encounter a lot. And the second is a beast, which will be like in forests and stuff, because it wouldn't really make sense to have soldiers in forests. Anyway, so what I have behind me is a very big block of stone, which I'm going to be turning into a jungle forest thing for the first mission. And I'm probably going to do like a time lapse of that. So yeah, here we go. Alright, I think that's just about everything for this terraforming bit. Now I'm gonna go and do some spawner and MC edit stuff in single player. Okay everybody, I'm back and I finished all the redstone for this first area. So I'm just going to show you what it does. And of course this whole thing won't be here when the map's done, but it will start like this. And you'll spawn in like this with a stone sword, and you'll probably walk down here. Then it says, alright, I need a bit more meat, then I'll head back to the village. And then it says objective, gather meat. So that's what you need to do. Well, you don't actually need to gather the meat, but of course the person playing won't know that. They'll think that you need to get the meat from the cows. But really, that's just to get you to come over here, and you'll see the villager say, help, help. And then you say, someone's in trouble, I better get there quick. And then you get a hint that says, you can climb on the underside of jungle wood slabs. Just hold shift and move. And the objective is help the villager. So you can just climb on the bottom of these, which is a concept by Wampacraft, kind of based off of the climbable ledges. And you just get across, and that's the only way to get up here, because it's too high to swim up. And then you'll come over here and you'll see this villager down there, so you might jump down or take those ledges. But it says, oh thank goodness you're here, hurry, the beasts are coming. And then these things will come out of the cave, and you need to defend the villager, as the objective says. So I'm just going to do the mission right now. It's not that hard. You just need to kill zombies that spawn. as you see, they're all targeting him. Sometimes they'll target you, but it doesn't really matter. You just need to kill all the zombies. And as you saw right there, when my stone sword's durability got low, I got a new one, which is a kind of like a feature of the map, I guess. Oh, he's getting killed. Oh, I killed him. Well, now you'll see what happens when you mess up. So we get that creepy sound. It says you failed, but we get a new villager. Don't go in there, dude. Okay, I killed all the zombies. Sir, what are you doing in this forest? Don't you know this place is dangerous? I had to leave. The village is under attack. Under attack? Where are the others? I believe they all hid in the mines. I suggest you let the attack pass. It'll be fine. It's too dangerous to enter the village. I need to go help. I can't let our village be destroyed. You can help. You can try to help, but don't say I didn't warn you. These aren't any ordinary raiders. So the objective is get back to Silmop, and there's a hint that says you can climb on birchwood slabs. Use them to get out of the hole. And before, when you jump down, this block wasn't here, so you wouldn't be able to do this before you complete the mission. So you just climb up here, and you can climb up these ledges using the climbable ledges thing I did a video about. And then you just need to go back, and it's pretty simple after that. You just need to keep going, and there are some ladders right there to help you get out, which also were not there when you start the game. If I can get up here. So yeah, those ladders spawned in when you went down there, and then after this you just go back to the village. You can also see when you die you get a fail and a creepy noise, but you spawn right back here. And if this guy dies, you get a fail and you get a new villager. So yeah, that's pretty much how this is going to work, and I'm just going to show you all the redstone. Okay, so the first thing is there's an objective called fail, and it's different from the fails that you see on the right of my screen. It's a different objective, and this is a death count objective. So if you die, well, first of all, this is a clock, so when it detects that you have died, it will set your death count back to 0. It will tell you failed, it will add a fail to the right, and it will play a creepy sound. And this thing, it detects when you have a stone sword that has a low durability, and it just clears you of that and gives you a new one. And for this death count objective, when the villager dies, it spawns a new one that goes over a tripwire, and that just sets your deaths up 1. So if you let him die, it kind of counts as a death and therefore registers as a fail. This thing over here is something kind of interesting I discovered, and that is when you get a potion effect for less than a second, you don't get the particles. So this little thing, as you see every once in a while when the item passes through, it will make this command block trigger, and it gives you saturation 127 for like 1 tick, I think, or 1 second or something. But that is not long enough to display the particles, so you don't get the particles, but your hunger bar will always be filled. So that's an interesting trick. If you are a map maker, you can use that. And this is going to be the spawning thing. Of course, it won't have a button. You'll probably like log on, step out of pressure plate, and start the map. But for testing, I just have this button, and it puts you in game mode 2. which is adventure mode. It clears your inventory, teleports you there, puts your spawn point there, and gives you a stone sword. So if I press this, I get a stone sword and get put into adventure mode. And now I'll show you how this all works. So when I go over here, you saw that it plays the messages. I'll just show you how that works. So that spawner, there's like a spawner underground over there, and when you get close to it, it spawns an item right there. And this pushes this block onto this torch, which powers this, and it basically just says the messages. It plays the XP sound. Then there's a spawner further, which spawns an item right there, which does something similar. It says someone's in trouble, I better help them, all this stuff, and it does another objective right there. And then when you jump down into the hole where the guy is, you spawn an item right there. Thank goodness you're here. And this is the interesting part. It pushes a piston over this so zombies can spawn in here, but since they have position data, they will spawn there and then instantly be teleported into the caves. And also when you do that, it triggers this, and once this arrow is picked up, it will trigger that and push this back. And when it pushes that back, the lights come on in here and the zombies don't spawn anymore. And also, when you trigger that, it triggers this big long line that goes very, very far down all the way to where the redstone for this part is. And then it activates this thing. And this is a spawner. Well, first of all, it activates it by, there's a torch here which locks this repeater, and when it triggers this, it pushes this out of the way and the torch gets destroyed. So this can now work. And if there aren't any zombies, oh, there's a whole bunch of zombies, I'm just gonna set it to peaceful, as if I killed them. And then once you've killed them all, this spawner will spawn a zombie right there in the tripwire. And the reason it can do that is this has an entity cap of 1, which means if there are any other zombies, it won't spawn anything. But when there are no other zombies, aka you killed them all, it'll spawn that zombie right there. And that will trigger the dialogue for this. And once it gets to the end, you'll see okay, gives you the objectives, then gives you the hint. And this goes into a structure spawner, which just spawns that one block so you can get out. And then you pretty much just go out, coming back over here. And that's the end of this area. So that's going to be the end of this episode. Hopefully you guys understood what I was talking about. Anyway, thank you for watching, and next episode, I'm not sure what we'll do. I'm going on vacation pretty soon, so I probably won't make a video for like 10 days in a row or something, which kind of stinks, but maybe I'll record one and upload it while I'm on vacation or something. I'm not really sure how that works, but I can try something like that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Next episode we'll probably do something like this, or maybe build the village. So yeah, see you all later.